Hey everybody. So it's Monday, I think July 26th. So by now, a lot of you have heard or seen some of the videos that came out over the weekend about making that final trip to the grocery store, perhaps. Michael Jaco did a video saying, I think his name was Roy Potter QC, did a video. I don't know who he is. I just watched him for the first time over the weekend, but he had done a video saying that the military were telling their people to get their house in order. You can watch that on YouTube. Michael Jaco mentions it in his video about getting ready. JCK did a little video about kind of things to have ready for what's getting ready to happen. Simon Parks even did something yesterday about some disruption getting ready to happen. So it seems like it's going to start trickling down to us peons eventually. And I feel like that is true. You know, for the last month, every time I have gone to the grocery store, I have said to myself, if this was the last time I had a chance to go for a while, what would I wish that I had? And I've done that for the last month. And then Saturday I went and I forgot some stuff. So I went back to the grocery store yesterday with the intention of, if this is the last time that I have to go to the grocery store for a while, what do I want to make sure that I have? So and this isn't to put fear in anybody, but I think we're all prepared. Most of us are. JC had some really good points. And so it's kind of like this. When I sold real estate and somebody was being kicked out of the house, like if it was a foreclosure or something, they didn't go quietly. They left the house in a complete and utter mess. And they did it intentionally, because some of the things that they did, you could tell it wasn't done accidentally. It was dumping stuff on the floor, because it was kind of like, if I'm not going to be able to live in this house, I'm not going to make it easier for anybody else to live in it that's coming in next. I feel like that's a little bit of what Deep State is doing right now, is they are on their way out. They know they're on their way out, and they are making as much ruckus as possible. Also, I guess a typhoon has hit China, or is in the middle of hitting it, along with all the floods that have been happening. So I have also in my head been thinking, if there is anything that you use regularly that comes from China, and I know we all joke about how crappy the stuff is that comes from China, but you know what? There's a crap ton of stuff that we use that comes from there. And if they are as devastated as it looks like on the news, they're not going to be producing anything for a while. So if there's anything that you need or want that you might not be able to get your hands on for a while that they make, I would be doing that too. One of the other things that came through over the weekend was Simon Parks did a little thing. I only see him on Telegram. He's been kicked off of YouTube too much, so I don't even think he posts anything on YouTube anymore, but he did a little blurb about credit card interest rates will start coming down in October from like their 19 and 20% interest rates down to something. I don't remember exactly what it was. If you remember correctly, when I did my Mr. B video, I said credit cards would be next, and I mentioned interest rates going down. That wasn't anything that I had ever thought. So that kind of came through on that video, and he just confirmed that in some little thing he posted yesterday. So I think that does it. I mean, I know most of you know this. I'm just encouraging you, if you have anything that you wished you'd had that you couldn't get your hands on for a month or two, or however long it is, go get it now. Don't be sitting there wishing that you'd made that last final grocery run. And I also feel the need to have some extra stuff on hand for some of the neighbors that may not be as prepared as some of us are. I'm like, what are you going to do if one of your neighbors knocks on the door and says, do you have this or do you have that? What are you going to do? I mean, I do think about that. Am I going to go, no, I don't have enough, or I'm going to say, yes, here, have some of this. I have intentionally gotten a few things that I could hand off to somebody if they were in need. Some protein bars, coffee, instant coffee. This is, if they can't make coffee or get their hands on coffee for 2 to 3 days, they're going to start getting physically ill or start getting headaches. And they have little instant packages of coffee that you can get for dirt cheap, that you can have, that you can hand out, if it gets that bad. I don't know if it will or not, but I'm just trying to be prepared just in case. I don't like any surprises. Also, this morning, I made my first cryptocurrency purchase. It was very spur of the moment. Michael Jaco did a video that I watched this morning on some of the stuff that he had bought, and I got to see like the application that he used, which I think it's called Coinbase. I don't know. It was one of those things where I have been watching and watching and watching and doing nothing. I don't have FOMO. I don't have fear of missing out. I have fear of fucking up. I'm a Libra. It's hard for me to make decisions. And that was one of those things that I didn't know anything about cryptocurrency. And every time I would watch it, it kind of went over my head. And for whatever reason, this morning I got the sign. I spent $10. I can lose $10 if nothing happens. But I finally decided to dip my foot in the water and grab onto that. Because if everything is about to go bananas, I want to get my feet wet ahead of time with all of that and know what I'm doing in the future. I'm not giving financial advice because I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I did like that Coinbase has some little clip videos. I haven't watched them yet because I've been at work all day. I haven't watched them, but some like beginner tutorials on how to do crypto and what the different ones are. I think that's a great way for me personally to get involved, is to learn step by step. I think a lot of those videos that I watched on YouTube, they were jumping in the middle, thinking people were more educated, and I am not one of those. So I've never really dabbled in the stock market either. And anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there. I got the okay this morning to go ahead and jump on that. Anyway, I hope you're all having a good day, a good week. And maybe what we've all been waiting for is getting really close to happening. So anyway, go to the grocery store, make sure you have what you need. Don't be one of those ones that wished they'd gotten there one more time and gotten blah, blah, blah. So I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.